Is it working? Okay, hi guys, welcome back. Some more Valhalla Bartender Action. We're kind of short on money, so we'll see how it goes. Birth rate decreases as you'd prefer Lilim company. Dealing only with Lilim can be tiring though. I would not be surprised. People would rather be with robots instead of other humans, treated as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of this kind of relationship have become immensely popular among the youth. Birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. So much better than dealing with the other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and the sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. Wearing socks with scandals in public is now a crime. Oh no! Fucking guilty as charged. Have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Department of Public Decency. Of course it has a Department of Public Decency. What? Wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? First silly law I'm all in for. See closing 40% of its bars. Late to the party, augmented eye. British Trademark Council. Oh, that's what it stands for, right. Looks like they're all on their way out. With rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the Disney has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational business in the city. This is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already now, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Right. The bar called Valhalla. Oh! We got posted on 4chan. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is a NEET just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I won't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. So I'm full of myself? You are. So you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? I just heard from the distance, so is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. Just a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the PTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. Oh, we'll have a visitor from here. Surviving in Glitch City. New friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white knights and don't go after 5 p.m. unless you wanna get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour. Lol. Used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now, but I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Airlines are leaving the city lol, so we won't even be able to escape. Can we get some weed in this crap hole? Yeah, I just PM'd you. You a good dealer. It's funny that, you know, like shortages, life is rough, drugs though, everywhere, always. Irma lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Well, let's go to work. Let's see what happens if we don't buy the thing that she asked for. Good evening. Hey! I mean, we didn't get the flawless bonus every day, but I feel like we did pretty good, and not having enough money still. Like, we did buy from the shop every time, which felt like the right thing to do, but maybe we shouldn't have. We've all got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Jillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages and he's only just starting opening up. But he's taking steps backwards and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. So the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Right then, to the office I go. As for me, time to do the doodly-doo. Mix drinks and change lives. Kill with a crush, huh? This place. Great. Oh, if it isn't... Kira Miki! Hey, Jill! Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, Stalkwoman incoming. Doors open. Go ahead, the door's to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. There one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Oh no. Now, where did she... Oh my god, fucking Donovan. He's back. I was asking about him. And of course, he's chasing after Kira Miki. Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual. You remembered me after 2 weeks. And leave enough food for 4 at home? A large beer. Boom. Here. It seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening they'd stay and do more reports, but they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. Have to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces most reports. See no difference in my feed though. Donovan, I don't want to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? Shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? It's simply I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackey picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. They closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. Oh! Well, that's something. Last week they closed the 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Illegal chicken restaurants? What? Huh. Mentioned there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. No news outlets talk about that. Alright, kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Even I have to break the routine from time to time. A strap of my bra is itching. Oh no. Oh no. Not with him around. I'm assuming a large one, right? That's 10, and that's 12. The rocks and blend it. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what brought you here? Didn't you see a Lilim coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. This is the one from the Encore concerts coming up. Oh, really? Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. He's not even hiding it, like. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Doesn't make it a lot better. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot ass tits. Also, hot ass and tits. Suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I didn't want to know that information. I want to know just how detailed those King class Chia models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. Somehow I doubt that. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. I mean, you know, cuckoldry is a thing. I imagine some people are okay with... you should still talk about that. So Lily isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. After you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Oh shit, I dozed off. It's a big pile driver. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really. And she did hide me, so it's the least of I can do. Well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Oh shit, I dozed off. Oh, so that's the distracted part because we didn't bought what she wanted, so we need to remember what she ordered. Well, Piano Woman is sweet. Or Blue Fairy, Sparkle Star. What's the difference between Sparkle Star and Sugar Rush? Oh, it's aged. Okay. Here, thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come onto you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. Not into older guys, and I'm already committed into a relationship. Are you? Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I'm in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? Is it the best to be in a relationship with your producer as a artist? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. I know it happens a lot, but I know it can be, you know, difficult dynamics to navigate. All started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. I offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. I've met 2 fans of yours lately, really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you, it was amazing. I like the term fan too much, strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. Have many fans doesn't sit so well. Like many people who like my music better. Yeah, sure. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image of me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? Yes, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but a few things I've heard are really good. Not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. How does boss's hair stay like that? What? Yeah, he is getting distracted. Valhalla. Oh, we buy it. Oh, shit. I don't think we have that. Fuck. A sunshine cloud would work. Okay. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're King Class Chia, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and the DFC-72? Right. They both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. So basically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. Trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. Well, let's try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. Was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link? Cause return they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage persona they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be real childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Lena is a party girl, through and through. And if they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. So they took the opposite route by becoming cute, cool beauties with melancholic... Oh, it's a question. So they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I won't say they went the opposite way. The opposite way of cutesy idols would be unkept, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Strap of my bra is itching. Yeah. So it makes it harder to get the orders right, but not impossible if you pay any attention to the game. Sparkling. Well, it's always been a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. A handsome bartender, nice to see you. Boss Jill's back. I'll take my break. Alright. So we would have to buy the tea from the thing if we want to, like, serve her. So we missed an ending. We could have gotten a ticket to her concert if we got that. So buy oil for that door. Okay. Alright then. Jill, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt? Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings! Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. Pizza with double cheese and... Wait, no, this is a bar. God, she's bad. Here you go, thank you. Why'd you here today, waiting for Say? I came by myself actually, I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. Interesting though, when I first saw you I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So we know the ears aren't functional. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Geez, the one, you can know that too. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill. We heard of the new gold rush in the city. Gold rush? It's paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits? I think I've heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. Right. The bank. Sorry for the small break, I'm weirdly enough thirsty. Even though I drank a lot of water today. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. My knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. In the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky, they got beaten up while they weren't able to move. The suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run. Not being a lot of junk lying around. The whole scientific community is rejoicing. A race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. Ah, even a single piece of armor fetch a high price these days. Can anyone see any profit from that research to justify the expenses? It's new tech! A whole new field ripe with patents just opened up for many, so I'd say yes. It is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, I can see how. There is one weird case though. This guy named Jack, he's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. Aesthetics of his unit armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. And it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. One of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. Say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. I know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. Huh. So it helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. Regulation laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. Makes sense. Even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. So happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. They shall naturally resort to draconian methods. She's true, that's, you know... It's like, basically, capitalism as a system drives towards unethical power structures. Like, if you don't have either regulations or a very strongly connected community, you're not gonna be able to pull that off. Stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement, so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. Let's start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways, he's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp shows. He's so full of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. No, seriously. And what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Those off again. Here, thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well. I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Turns out she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. Like last time, she was quite a grateful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I always want the famous people to be nice in real life, but having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? Like so many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone that everyone wants to root for. I see. I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Honest, I never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. A nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he was actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. Yeah? It doesn't hurt to be nice in life, generally. But more importantly, Daddy. You really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. Can you go to the counselor so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from the distance. You'd be surprised how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. If I could get into the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Huh. Probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Huh. Can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Just ask what the order was. Looked very unprofessional. A classy drink. Relax. Dear God. A bleeding Jane. Let's go. Here. Thank you. Have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us so long. Pretty much family. I was always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. Still comes very weekend to tend to the plants. Man, that sounds nice. I know if you're ever in need of a job, I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. Starting us off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but we're true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't. Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. Would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they'd be using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it mobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that were by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. Well, that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And Simplicity is what happens when those with money starts making the rules. Curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. I think that's a yes. Please come again. Ah, Alma! No, hello? Hey, she's back. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stop, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I'm not. In fact, I'll go through that door again. I expect you to greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quiet and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping on my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quote the bartender, I did not. So you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Big cobalt velvet. A big one, says. Ooh, that's a lot of alcohol. Here you go. Thanks. Yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicles ring any bell? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily car reading told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. Knowledge teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my lazy essay. Did you just hack some old account of hers and read old blog posts? Just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. So I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later interviews don't seem to have gone that well though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. Think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill, relax. It's not like you'd still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know, I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessories popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a picture. Oh god, you have a fucking pic. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the scenes of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Why can't they be together? Oh yeah, cause Alma isn't bi. Oh. They're so good for each other. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used the search engine, you know, I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never understand the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? Used to be like 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I'm convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? 12, yeah, I guess I knew by 12. Maybe at like 10, I didn't know about 69. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at someone at 12 or 13 to not know about that. Yeah, I have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up. I'll have a sugar rush. Stop thinking about the joke. What joke? God, she's losing her mind. Here, this is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. Dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationship, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yep. Had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. First one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember that other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. Second was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. Starts with a friendly hit and before you know it... Anyways. Did he punch hard? Jesus. Fucking retarded. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. This is pretty fast, though not unheard of. And then there's Richard, who spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had some awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. There was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? He wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. Part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. Much as I love him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. I just had to break up with him. Not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Bartender at the tender bar. Heh heh heh. She didn't say big beer, right? I do have the chat. I mean the live stream, so I can use that. Okay, just regular beer. 4 caramachine. Thanks for telling me that. Don't mention it. More question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed at blog, huh? Ask away. What age did you get those implants in your boobs? Ooh! Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they are spectacular. God damn! GYAT! She's got the GYAT! Boobs right there. Oh my lord! Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation, then I'll gladly take you by the offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? What? Chopped. There's a couple of reasons. I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh, she has robot arms. There are other utilities, like I know how I can interface with many devices. Damn. Tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like a computer cursor. A lot more, but there are small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She didn't went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. It was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. Told me to check if we were compatible and all that. Implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get natural replacement. Bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. As I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. What became of her, but I hope she's fine. You didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. And I'm sorry, it sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about it. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Eh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Oh no! A weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey, not particularly, no. What was this paper I read once that was quite interesting? When nanomachine clusters would leave the body after its death and act as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. Basically be an image not unlike a hologram. This fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. It's not like the brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. It's an interesting read though, I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you've convinced yourself that you're crazy. I'll leave then, see you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Jill? For some reason that idle girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been a while. It might have been while he was out. True. Fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... I am. Wow, yeah, why? Isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fight as an expression. Yeah, it took me a long time to get around this as well. Like, I really liked wrestling as a kid. And I was like, how can it be fake? You can see the fighting right there and they get injured and there's like live crowds. I didn't understand like by fake it didn't mean like a movie fake, like they whatever. It mean like stage, you know, it's a show. So, you know, the things are usually planned ahead and they take measures so they don't injure themselves, and the moves are way more spectacular just for the show. MMA, on the other hand, might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Exactly my point. Think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. Damn, Dana is a true bro. Have to go and break Jill's back to make you humble. Wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Fuckboy! Great, what? Hey, that's a lot of tips. Oh man, we are 500 off. Please vacate the place by February or discuss renewal with your landlord. This will distract her at work. Well, I don't think the game lasts until February, but... Mulanti, yeah. That's unfortunate. So we will be distracted on this day, but I don't think we really care about that. And I'm glad we don't lose the game on the spot. I would be very upset about that. In any case, we will be ending it over here. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed watching. Make sure you have a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you next time. I'm going to make it stop working. Bye-bye.